Hello guys, this is Mauro from Infotech.com, and on this video we're going to look at the new features and changes included on Windows 10 build 18305. This is a new test preview for Windows 10 version 1903, expected to release sometime in 2019. So now let's have a closer look at the most important changes in this release. Starting with build 18305, the start menu is introducing a new simplified default layout that will appear on new installations and new accounts. According to the company, the new layout has been simplified into a sleek one-column design to reduce top-level tiles. However, if you're just upgrading from an older version, Windows 10 won't change your custom layout. As part of a continued effort to improve File Explorer, you will now find a new default date format, which is called Use-Friendly Dates, to show dates in a conversational format. As you can see right here, this folder has been modified on October 26, which is easier to understand than if you don't use this option. You will see a numeric format, which is a little bit harder to understand. This new format provides more consistency with other views throughout the operating system, apps, and on the web. You can change the format right-clicking the header of the date modified and use friendly dates, or you can go to View and then on Options. You will find the option right here as well. If you're using the new clipboard experience on Windows 10, starting with this flight, the interface is getting updated to optimize the design for text snippets, making each entry smaller, which not only improves the view, but you can see even more content. With build 18305, Windows 10 is also introducing a new way to help users finish their setup and quickly access some of the most frequently used settings. Using a similar look and feel found in the Microsoft account homepage, the settings homepage now has a new header at the top, allowing you to take quick actions for things like signing in, managing your Microsoft account, and making the Windows and Microsoft experience a lot better. It also gives you an easy to glance at the system status, such as when updates are available. However, as you can see on my installation, I don't have the new design, but you can see a screenshot right here from Microsoft, because currently this feature is limited to a small number of users, and apparently I'm not one of them. Alongside the new homepage design, build 18305 also brings some other changes to the settings app. For example, now on the power and sleep page, you will now find and a slider to set the appropriate power mode. If you remember, in the past, this feature used to be available on the power flyout by the notification area. Also, on the multitasking page, you won't find new features, but now we have a toggle switch to enable snap, and all the other options have been changed to checkboxes instead of toggle switches. In the fonts page, you will now find a new option to drag and drop a file into this section to quickly install font family using a file. So here's an example. So I have the font file, so I'm just going to drag and drop it, and as you can see, it already installed it. In the next version, Windows 10 will include the ability to fix many critical problems on your device automatically. For example, the operating system may automatically restore default settings for critical services, adjust feature settings to match your hardware configuration, or make other specific changes required to operate normally. This feature works automatically and you can disable it. Windows 10 will also recommend troubleshooting for problems that are not critical for normal operation, but might be impacting your experience. For example, Windows 10 might recommend disabling a setting that sometimes causes an app or feature to crash unexpectedly until an update is available. Also, you will see a notification when a new recommended troubleshooter is available on your device, and after clicking the notification, the settings app will open on this page where you can choose whether to run the recommended troubleshooter or just ignore it. This feature has been around for a while during the 19H1 development, but it's only now that it's fully functional with build 18305. From the troubleshoot page, you also get an option to view the history of the troubleshootings that Windows 10 might have done on your behalf, and if you need to change the settings, you can click the recommended troubleshooting settings link that will take you to this page where you can specify the recommended troubleshooting experience that you like. Another big change arriving to this preview is the support for setting up and signing in into Windows 10 with a phone number account without having to create or deal with complicated passwords. If you have a Microsoft account that uses your phone number, you can use an SMS code to sign in. Once you complete setting up the account, you can use Windows Hello to sign in into your account without a password. However, this feature is currently only available for Windows 10 Home. Here is a screenshot from Microsoft that gives you an idea how the new sign-in experience works. In addition, those who use a Microsoft account will now find a revamped Windows Hello PIN reset experience with the same look and feel as the sign-in experience on the web. When clicking the I forgot my PIN option. However, again, this new feature is only available for Windows 10 Home users. Also, you will not only see this new experience to reset your PIN, but also across the operating system when you're required to authenticate in the operating system. For example, if I go to accounts and I try to add someone else to this PC, you will see that now we get an experience to sign in that is very similar to the web sign-in experience. Windows 10 Build 18305 also includes a new feature called Windows Sandbox, which has been designed to safely run untrusted applications without affecting your device. This new feature uses hardware virtualization and the Microsoft Hypervisor technology to create a lightweight environment using around 100 megabytes to install and run applications. It is a virtualized environment, but you don't need to create a virtual machine manually. According to the company, Windows Sandbox also works very efficiently using integrated kernel scheduler, smart memory management, and virtual graphics. So this is how the feature looks like. So let's say if I want to install an application, apparently you can't just drag and drop anything like an exe file or anything to install. So you might have to find another ways to get that application. So let's say if we want to get Google Chrome, we just go to the website and download the file and just start installation like with any other app. Once installation has finished, you can run the application normally. And once you've finished using the application, closing the session will delete everything automatically. This new feature will be available for Windows 10 Pro and Windows 10 Enterprise. If you want to enable the feature, you have to use the turn Windows features on or off, and then scroll down and select the Windows Sandbox option. Click OK, install, restart your computer, and then just use the start menu to get into the application. Windows 10 Build 18305 is also updating Task Manager with a new option that allows you to set your preferred tab when opening the experience. But for some reason, it is not available on my installation, but you're supposed to go to options and just set the tab that you want to open every time that you start Task Manager. But I can show you a screenshot from Microsoft that shows that option on Task Manager and how you can select the different tabs that you want to set as default. Another interesting addition with Windows 10 Build 18305 is the emoji panel, now including Kaomojis, which are just faces made up of text. So now, and symbols. So now when you use the Windows key and period combo, you will see the emoji panel, and with two additional options. You can jump into the Kaomoji section and just select the faces that you like. Or perhaps more interesting, now you can insert symbols into your document or text file, which makes it a little easier than having to add, for example, like an M dash, which sometimes you have to go and look it up online. Now you don't have to do that anymore. Using this option makes it a lot easier to add symbols. In this new release, Microsoft is also updating the Windows security experience with a few new changes. For example, on virus and threat protection, on the threat history, you will see a new protection history page that will continue to show your antivirus detections, but you will see even more information and content that is easier to understand. Also on this page, you will now see the history of files and folders that has been blocked by the control folder access feature on Windows 10. You can also use this filter to show different type of items, such as recommendations, quarantine items, clean items, and control folder access items. And you can even sort them by severity. If there are any pending recommendations, you will see them as a red or yellow state throughout the experience and the history list. Because this is a brand new installation, I don't have any items listed, but let me show you a screenshot from Microsoft that shows you how that experience looks like. In addition, on the antivirus settings, you will now find a new tamper protection setting that it's here just to add an extra layer of protection against changes to your settings, including blocking attempts to make changes to your security settings outside of the Windows security application. With this flight, you will also notice that the Fluent Design shadow effect for menus is back. And let me show you how it looks like on the power options. You will see shadow around the interface. And for example, if you go to the settings tab and in drop down menus, you can now see that we have shadows all around. Finally, with this flight, Windows 10 includes the new Office app, which is similar to the previous version, but now it's just been updated to offer a similar experience as you will get on the office.com website. And if you use Cortana, you can use the assistant to set reminders and add tasks to the Microsoft To Do app. So let me see if this works. I'm just going to add a to-do list. And I'm just going to click random stuff. And that should sync and appear on your to-do list, as you can see right here. And that's pretty much all that's new with Windows 10 build 18.3.05. If you want to learn more about this last preview for 2018, click the link in the video description below. As always, remember to like the video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and I just hope this video was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for viewing.